Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 4 of Gridiron Campus. Along with me once again is Lennon. No Drew again this week. Very tough to begin to broadcast this every week, and I'm going to say it right now. Lennon and I were kind of just talking about this off camera. We don't know if we can make this weekly commitment moving forward. We will obviously try, but oh boy, I feel like the second week in a row, I'm really cramming this into my schedule. So bear with me, but you will be seeing Jaguars Colts broadcast at 1 o'clock on Sunday if you are subscribed here on Fletcher Sports Zone. So, all right, we had a pretty interesting week 6 of the season for college football. Let's just get into recapping again. We're going to try to aim for a half-hour show. But before we get into the Week 7 predictions, Lennon, how are you feeling?
Well, 4-1, so, that's
Yay.
that. So they beat the team they're supposed to beat, and by the amount of points they're supposed to beat them by. That's really good. I thought the play calling was a lot better than it was against Kentucky. I was very surprised. We kind of threw the ball a lot more. No, I don't know if that's because we didn't have ETN or not. But we threw the ball a lot more, and I love it because I personally do not like run first team. I like a pass first team. So seeing them throw the ball more, and if Mertz, we have receivers too. So if Mertz can get a little more consistent on the deep ball, Florida should be very dangerous. South Carolina this week, we got to be ready. We got to win a road game. I think we're 1-7 on the road. I think since Napier's been here, and that was A&M last year where we played one good road game. So they're switching up the travel day. I think they left they left today to go to South Carolina. So that's an extra day to kind of get practice in, and hopefully they learn to. I know. So I think we should beat South Carolina, but yeah, it's going to be rocking over there in Columbia. So 3:30 tomorrow or Saturday. Sorry, Thursday.
Now there are about 4 games I think I primarily want to cover. We'll begin with what was probably the upset of the week. And people want to get my YouTube channel copyright striked. 4th-ranked Oklahoma defeating 3rd-ranked Texas 34-30 in Texas. This is the Longhorns' house.
That was in Dallas. They played at the fairgrounds, but it's a neutral site. They played at the Cotton Bowl.
Oh, okay.
It's a neutral site. But, yes, that was very, very interesting game. And I am done picking Texas to win anything. I was surprised Oklahoma showed up, and I'm very surprised. So I'm excited to have both of them in the SEC next year. That's going to make that game even more meaningful than it already is in the Big 12.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dylan Gabriel he played amazing. Texas played amazing too. It was really great, classic rivalry there. Very, very, very fun game.
Yep, absolutely. Moving on, we want to recap 13th ranked Washington State losing to UCLA 25-17. Now, we kind of expected this upset could have happened last week. I know we quickly touched on it. UCLA did get the win at home.
Yeah, that was we didn't really touch about it last week, and I don't know if I said it last week or not, but that UCLA-Washington State game was the game that I thought would be it. That's the sneaky game that was going to be really good and something to keep an eye on, and it was. I know I was in the swamp, and they showed the scores on the Jumbotron and said, oh, crap, Washington State lost. But I didn't really watch much of that game. I was at the tailgate and already in the stadium when that game was going on. But See, I think, but yeah, 25-17 UCLA. That was 8.
Yep.
Good for them. I didn't really watch it. I was busy, but yeah, no, that was the game I thought could be very sneaky on last week, and it was. So very surprised, or not surprised, just kind of caught off guard. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
I know we touched this game too, which was 23rd ranked LSU defeating 21st ranked Missouri.
Ooh,
49-39. Boy, did LSU have a scare, but a game-winning pick six for LSU sealed the deal for the Tigers.
I picked Missouri. Man, what? Oh, they were so close, man.
They were.
I watched that game, or some of it. That was a very good game. Classic SEC. Good for Missouri showing up. Good for them. Not good for us because we got to go to another Columbia in a couple weeks, but good for Missouri. LSU, I mean, I thought Missouri was up big early, and then LSU, Jaden Daniels got the Tigers rolling again. But let's see, LSU's back home versus Auburn, another Tigers, so we'll see how that one goes.
Absolutely. 2 more games left here. An upset I called. Wyoming defeating 24th ranked Fresno State. Fresno State played what I thought was their best opponent last Saturday, and they won. They lost because they ran into a buzzsaw known as Wyoming. I couldn't believe it. 24-19. It was a complete rout. Fresno State scored a couple of touchdowns in garbage time. Wyoming won pretty convincingly. They weren't ranked, but they are 5-1, and I do think that they should get some credit for defeating a ranked opponent.
So, I said it last week. Okay, I don't watch the Mountain West enough, nor do I care enough about the Mountain West to watch, because I did not know Fresno State was ranked, and I did not know Wyoming was 4-1 at the time. So I did take Fresno State, but I'm going to make an excuse on this one and say it's because I didn't really watch both the teams play, so I didn't know what to expect there. But hey, good for Wyoming. They haven't had anything since Josh Allen was there, so.
And, of course, to wrap up the recap from last week, Georgia Tech upsetting 17th ranked Miami. Take the freaking knee.
All you had to do, 33 seconds left. They run the ball, they fumble. Georgia Tech gets the ball. 3 plays, game over. Yellow Jackets upset undefeated Miami in the Miami Dolphins
44-yard touchdown with a second left. Completely busted coverage, too.
All you had to do, Georgia Tech had no timeouts. It was 3rd down with 33 seconds left. 1 knee, they can't stop the clock. It's over. But, that's a good way to get fired over there.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I was, as a Florida fan, I kind of fell on the floor laughing when I saw that ESPN notification happen on my phone. So, oh, man, Miami going to Miami. Let's see. And they got North Carolina this week, I think. Let's go Heels all the way. My second favorite team. Going to take care of business, hopefully. It's in North. Oh, yeah, we got that easy. Let's go Heels.
All right. So we head into week 7. I can't believe it's already week 7.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's insane.
So fast.
Florida
only has 1 home game left. 2 home games left.
Jeez.
That's crazy. Arkansas and Florida State last 2 home games, and then Georgia's in 2 weeks, and then because we're at South Carolina this week, bye week, at Georgia versus Arkansas, at LSU, at Missouri versus Florida State. That's a rough ending too. All of those teams are, except Arkansas, but LSU, Missouri, and Florida State are all very good. So we might, hopefully Florida, I think Florida could take down Arkansas. I want Florida State undefeated when they come to the Swamp. I want to be the one to take that away from them. But we'll see what happens. That would be a really fun game.
We'll see what happens in December or November when that comes around, late
Yep.
November. But
weekend after Thanksgiving, Saturday after Thanksgiving.
That'll be exciting. So I guess we could go over Drew's picks first. Oh God! All right, we'll save his upset for last because I think both me and you are a little skeptical of his upset.
Yeah.
His luck is Kansas to beat Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I'll talk about that matchup when we get to my games, but
yeah. I don't know. I guess we didn't really ask him if he's taken Kansas over OK State, but the way it's put, I think
the way it's put,
he has Kansas over because, his upset makes sense, or not. We'll get to that. And his UCLA and his game of the week makes sense, but I don't know.
His game of the week being UCLA versus Oregon State. That I could see. I don't think it is the game of the week personally, Len. I think you picked the game of the week.
I think I did too. It's the title of the video. But I think Kansas can take Oklahoma State. I really do. I don't think the Cowboys are that good, but I haven't really watched enough to know anything about Kansas. I saw Kansas against Texas, and they looked pitiful, but I haven't watched Oklahoma State, so I don't know. UCLA, Oregon State, that's going to be a really fun game, I think. If it's I don't know where it is. If it's at Oregon State, give me the Beavers. If it's in the Rose Bowl, give me the Bruins. About said Cougars. No, that's Washington State.
It will be in Oregon State.
It's at Oregon State.
Ooh. Yep. UCLA ranked 18th after their win against Washington, so they're back in the ranked department. Oregon State 15th. I think both teams come in at 5-1. So
that's gonna okay. Prime time Pac-12 matchup at Oregon State. All right, that's gonna be really fun. Dude, it's so easy to root against California teams just because, But I want to take UCLA in this one. I think the Bruins go to 6-1 and take down the Beavers in the Beaver Dam. I think
I'm going Oregon State. Interesting enough, their run defense is very good, so I think I'm going to go with them.
All right. Do you want to do his upset? Do you want to save his upset for last?
Jesus, we might as well because Drew's upset is something I would have never called in a million years. So
I
guess we could end it off with our upsets. But before then, let's go into your lock of the week.
My lock, I got. I know you're Boston College, but it's still kind of home game for you.
UMass, we don't. Let me say right now, Boston College fans, we don't care about UMass at all.
Okay, that's good. So, because my lock is Penn State over UMass, I think that's pretty self-explanatory on that one.
So, I mean, we are going to witness a slaughter. I mean, UMass won their first game of the season, and then when they got spanked by Auburn in week 2, you knew it was just a mirage. They were playing a weak team.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've won since, or if they've won, it's only been one game since. So,
yep.
Definitely going to go with Penn State there. My lock of the week, this shouldn't really come as a surprise, but it is the Tar Heels, ranked 12th at home. They're going to take down the 25th ranked Hurricanes. Miami loses back-to-back games. They're going to be unranked the rest of the season. I think that's what's going to go down. I think Drake May throws for at least 330 and 2 touchdowns in this one.
Nice. Yeah, my camera's not working, but I am jumping up and down over here because you picked the Tar Heels over the Hurricanes. I don't think Drake May's just too good. North Carolina's just too good. They got Tez Walker back finally because the stupid NCAA doesn't know anything about anything. But it's in Keenan. Give me the Tar Heels over the Hurricanes. Easy.
Absolutely. You got to expect it. If you can't pull away from the Yellow Jackets, you're going on the road against a ranked team that's much higher than you. The odds are not in your favor.
No, not when that team's the second best team in the ACC behind FSU. So,
nope.
We'll see. All right.
Game of the week time. Well, I'll go with mine first because I think this is the second or third best matchup. Depending on if you love the Pac-12 or not, you probably might say this is the third or the second. I think it's the second, though. And that is 10th ranked USC versus 21st ranked Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Both of these teams have had their flashes of greatness, and boy, have they had their couple of games where they have just flat out sucked.
Mm-hmm.
For Notre Dame, it was the Ohio State game because they only scored, 10 points in that one? You weren't going to win that game only scoring 10 points. And for USC, letting Colorado have the second half they did in week 5, and then, of course, last week, taking Arizona into the third overtime.
It was third overtime, yeah.
Yep, I stayed up until 3 a.m. watching that game, and I was starstruck on how difficult it was to see USC pull away from Arizona. And again, it's Caleb Williams playing Superman ball. I'm almost convinced they are going to lose to Notre Dame this week. That's not my upset of the week, so that doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily pick Notre Dame. But really, if Notre Dame wins this game, I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't. Let's slow down Caleb Williams, and they could be off and running.
They could. Again, USC, it's the same. No defense. Notre Dame, I think, has a little bit better defense, but they let Louisville just absolutely mop the floor with them. USC, like you said, letting Colorado come back or have the second half that they did. I mean, Colorado's good. Dion's got them boys rolling, but still, I don't think you can't blow a lead like that. Notre Dame's coming off an embarrassing loss to Louisville. I think Caleb, but Sam Hartman's so good too. This is a battle of really good quarterbacks. I think this is going to be a very high-scoring game. No defense at all. I do think Notre Dame's defense will step up and clutch time and make a big play, and the Irish win by 3.
Irish win by 3. Funny because I think I'm going to go USC by 3.
USA,
but I would not be shocked if Notre Dame won, at all.
Me either. Yeah, those damn West Coast games, man. Fucking those 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock Eastern West Coast games. Jesus.
Yep. Oh boy, we in the East Coast hate those. All right. Well, let's get into the title of the video. Without a question, the matchup of the week: Bo Nix versus Penix in Washington.
Yeah.
8th ranked Oregon versus 7th ranked Washington. 3:30 Eastern Standard Time on ABC. I think this is going to be a shootout. I'm talking one of those 55-52 games that Ole Miss won.
And LSU had, yeah.
Yeah, and LSU had. Sure. I think it's going to be one of those type of high-scoring battles.
This is, again, like I said, classic Pac-12 football. All offense, no defense. I think it's pretty obvious that this is the game of the week this year. You got number 8 versus number 7 in Washington. Both teams 5-0, and it's at 3:30, or I guess Florida plays at 3:30 too. But I'll find a way to watch some of the Oregon game. But it's at Washington, Oregon, and their beautiful jerseys this week. Oh my God, I love it. Chrome helmets and the cool all white with the black sweater, and I think it looks amazing. I think Michael Penix is a little bit better than Bo Nix. It's at in Washington. I think the Huskies are for real. Again, close, high-scoring battle. Huskies beat the Ducks.
Interesting. Because that's funny, because I agree that Penix is a slim bit better than Bo Nix, but I will say that I think Oregon as a defensive unit is much better than Washington in that aspect.
And that is true, yes. I agree with that.
I think that when it comes down to these high-scoring battles, the defense is going to have to make a play. Which one's going to step up? Oregon. Give me, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this, 58-55, the Ducks defeat the Huskies.
Whoo, what a game.
Oh,
That could happen
God.
too.
I hope this game lives up to the expectation.
It better. I guess you did your upset. I guess it's my turn to do the upset.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. Oh, Auburn had a bye week last week. That's right. All right. We got another battle of the Tigers. Auburn's last game was against Georgia. They lost 27-20. Auburn should have won that game. They had a bye week. Now they got to go to Death Valley and face LSU, the Bayou Bengals. I'm picking Auburn to win this game. I think LSU played really good, they played as good as you can do against Missouri. That was a really great game. They struggled really early. And if Auburn has the same game plan they did against Georgia, I think Auburn can take care of business and defeat LSU. It's going to be a close game. I don't expect the team to pull away, but I do think the Tigers go into Tiger Stadium and beat the Tigers. War Eagle.
I could potentially see it too. My upset is Oklahoma State defeating Kansas, and I think that's funny because Drew had Kansas as his lock. I think it's an upset.
Unless he had Oklahoma. Oh, Kansas is 5-1. So,
Kansas is 5-1, and they are really solid this year.
Yeah, their only loss is to Texas.
The first time since pre-World War I, where they started off back-to-back years, 5-1 or something.
Yeah.
I saw that statistic, but at the same time, Oklahoma State's coming off a huge Friday night win last night. They got that extra day of rest, extra 2 days of rest if you really think about it. And wow, their defense really stepped up in the fourth quarter of that game. They got an interception. I think they forced a fumble. Their defense just looks ferocious, and I think in kind of a low-scoring game, 24-21, I got Oklahoma State pulling off the upset. Now, if Kansas won, I wouldn't be shocked, but
yeah. So I think it tells them this. I haven't really seen Oklahoma State play that much, and Kansas has played great until the Texas game when they lost a couple weeks ago. But I think the Jayhawks will survive and go 6-1.
All right. Now on to the true upset of the week, the true what the hell prediction of the episode. Drew, I wish he was here to explain it.
I really
is. Arkansas beating Alabama.
But if Arkansas was any bit good this year, I think it would make a lot more sense. They're 2-4. I've picked against Bama 2 times this year. They've let me down, or they proved me wrong. I can't do it again. This is the week Bama will lose because I'm picking them to win. But Bama will take care of the Piggies and send them back to Arkansas 2-5. I don't think it's going to be close. I really don't.
I don't think it's going to be close either. I have Alabama winning by probably 17 plus.
ESPN gives Arkansas a 9.4% chance. And Bama is favored by 19.5.
It could be a little closer than 19.5. I think we're talking probably more like 15.5. But regardless, no matter the point spread, Alabama should be favored to win by 2 possessions, no matter how you slice it. Even with, I feel like their quarterback play has been the worst in years. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
They'll use the run game to their advantage again.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I do believe those are all the big games, I guess. I mean, you have Georgia and Vandy, but Georgia's going to roll. You got Syracuse, Florida State. That might be sneaky close.
That might be sneaky close because we know Florida State loves to take their foot off the gas, and Syracuse is, I believe, 4 or 5-1. They looked really good before the Clemson game. So
North Carolina also put 40 on them last week. They won 40-7.
That's right.
So Syracuse could be coming for revenge. I've been saying all year I think Florida State is the best team in the ACC, and I think they continue to do that. Oh, it pains me to say that, but Although that's the game. I want to watch that one really close. That's noon game Saturday.
Expect Maryland to bounce back against Illinois. BYU, TCU could be a sneaky good match. I bet have TCU winning that one.
Yeah, you got NC State and Duke. That's 8:00 game. That should be a fun one. You got Duke is still ranked 17th, and NC State's 4-2. You got Kentucky and Missouri, a battle of 5-1s at 7:30. That's gonna be a good game to watch too.
Could be a good game to watch. How about Washington State versus Arizona? I mean, again, we talked about after the fight Arizona put up last week, maybe they are due for an upset.
And Washington State's only favored by 7 at home. So
ooh,
I think that USC game helped that spread go down to what it was.
Oh, way down. Yep.
Because USC, Notre Dame, we touched on that. Miami, North Carolina. Louisville plays Pitt, but Pitt is 1-4, and Louisville's gonna go 7-0. Tennessee A&M, that might be a fun game.
Maybe, but I expect Tennessee to win that one by 2 possessions.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, Indiana, Michigan, but Indiana and Ohio State has Purdue. Purdue beat them a couple years ago. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Buckeyes are a little bit, just a tad bit better than the Boilermakers. And by a tad, I mean a lot.
Yep. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed episode 4 of Campus Gridiron. Again, sorry if we aren't pumping these out weekly. That might be bi-weekly moving forward. But we will still try to find time to talk about college football, give our picks, give our thoughts. Season's flying by. Like I said, I can't believe we're already on week 7. It is absolutely crazy. But
7-12. Crazy.
But for myself, Grant Flood, and Lennon, enjoy the rest of your evening and enjoy your college football Saturday.